Okay, hi everybody. This is Mr. Manning, and this is going to be a really quick video about how to do kind of some formatting things in Google Sheets. So the first thing we're going to look at is how to merge and center a title. So a lot of times when you have a document like this, you get all these numbers in the table, and of course, all of your products or the things that your business sells over here. And just to make it look a little bit nicer, sometimes you want there to be a nice title that goes all the way across the page. So this is called merging and centering. And to merge and center something, you first have to select all of it. So I'm actually going to select like A1, and I'm going to go all the way over to I1. And the reason I'm choosing that is because that is where I have numbers at currently. Okay, so after I do that, I am going to go to this button right here, and I'm going to choose Merge Cells, or Merge All, and it makes all of those small boxes into one large one. And then you just simply center the text like you would any other time. So I'm going to choose right here where it's alignment and make it say center. Okay, so that's merge and center. A few other things that you can do. Of course, you can make the text a little bit larger or smaller if you want to. I think everybody knows how to do that with the font styles. We have bold, italic, text color. The paint bucket right here will actually shade in your entire area. So let's say I wanted to make this like a nice yellow, right? I could do that, and it will shade in that spot. Let's talk about borders real quick. So you can apply borders around your document, and borders are meant to just kind of like separate certain things. A lot of times people will put borders either underneath all of their categories, or they might put a border like at the bottom here to show that there has been some math done, like there's totals right here. So let's say that we wanted to put a border that's underneath all these categories. You would select all of them again, and then the border button is right here, and there are several different border options. I'm going to choose just the bottom border, click it one time, and it's going to put that line going across the bottom. And then let's do the exact same thing right here. So I select all these cells, and I put a bottom line there. This is just simply for appearance. There's really, not a, it's not a big deal, but it makes the sheet look a lot nicer, and it kind of shows a little bit better like where some math has been done, that sort of thing. Okay, so the very last thing I want to talk about is this thing called conditional formatting. And conditional formatting is when you can have Google Sheets apply a format, or basically an appearance, to certain boxes if it meets particular conditions. So if like a box is greater than a certain number or less than a certain number, or if it is equal to something, there's all sorts of different conditions you can use. So for instance, let's say this is Magic Bean Coffee right here. Let's say that our boss says if a particular drink doesn't sell at least 300 in a week, we are going to remove it from the menu. So he or she, the boss, asks us to create a format, or create an appearance, so that these boxes will change colors based off of how much sales there's been for the entire week. Okay, so just like before, we need to select the boxes that we want to apply the formatting to. So I'm going to just select all of these boxes right here. I3 all the way down to I11. I'm going to go up to Format, this drop-down menu, and then I'm going to choose Conditional Formatting. And when I do that, there's going to be a little task pane over here on the right that is created. There's several different things you can do. We're going to stay with the single color at the moment. So single color, the range is what we just selected. And then here is the rule. So I think we said that if it was below 300, we're going to eliminate it, right? So I'm going to hit this little drop-down menu, and I'm going to find a rule that says less than. So we'll go right here, less than. And I want everything that is less than 300. So I'm going to type 300 right here. When I do, these three boxes become selected because they all meet the rule. All three of these numbers are less than 300. Currently they are showing green. Now to me, if we're going to eliminate something, I probably would want to make it red. So I'm going to hit this little thing here and let's give it the red. So now it shows these three boxes that are these three items that are going to get eliminated. What if this? What if we're having a particular item that is selling really well and the boss says if we have an item that sells above 400, we are going to run a special on it because that's a really popular item. So we can do the exact same thing. We can actually add multiple rules to the same section. So I am going to click on this add another rule. I'm going to select this range right here. I guess it actually was already selected, except this time I'm going to say greater than, and I want it to be greater than 400. And of course I need to make it a different color, so let's make those green. Okay, so now it's showing that these two are greater than 400. We're going to put those on a special promotion, and these three are less than 300, so we're going to eliminate those from the menu. The really cool thing about conditional formatting is it will automatically update for you. So I'm looking at iced coffee here. We sold 303, right? They just barely made the minimum. What if we accidentally said, oh shoot, on Thursday we actually didn't sell 66, we sold 56. So we changed this to 56 and boom, this changes to 293 and it also turns red because now it is meeting the rule of less than. Okay guys, thanks for listening.